Hello. Welcome to another episode of Barbecue. We are camping, and that's what I'm gonna say, and we're sticking to it. Yeah, don't look over there. So today we're camping. We're gonna show you how to cook some things. If you were camping, here we go. All right, everyone, if you can't tell, this is gonna be a little different today. And here are the reasons as to what's different.
Featuring world-ending coronal mass ejection.
And got Keepingupllc in the house. So picture quality is gonna be stepped up quite a bit because he brought out all the things. You'll also notice we're going to be doing this for, this particular video is going to be specifically directed to those camping, especially during quarantine. There's not much you can do right now except be outside. So we're going to show you how to cook a few things as if we were camping. We also were trying to get through as much of this as we could because it was super hot outside while we were recording this. We were over 100 degrees most of it. When we first started, it was, I think, 96, and that was at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Get out while you still can. I think steel boils at about this temperature.
Some of it, we had to kind of make some adjustments because we were ready to not be outside anymore. So if you notice we cut to being inside, it's because we were legitimately trying to keep from passing out. And not to mention, the camera kept overheating between phones and the actual physical camera that we were using, so we had fans and stuff going as much as we could. So appreciate you watching, and let's get started. So one of the things you want to make sure as far as prep work is, especially for your vegetables, you'll want to make sure that you have those pre-washed just in case you don't have access to any kind of sink or anything like that. That way you can chop them up. You can even do all that beforehand. Have as much done before you get there as possible. So for this dish, this was more of a breakfast type thing. We did some pan-seared potatoes, some onions in there. We also had some chopped up bacon. Put some Kerrygold butter for the seasoning. We also had salt, pepper. Kept it pretty simple. All right, and for our second course, we've got some bratwurst that we're going to be putting on the portable grill that we brought. These were just your basic bratwurst, nothing special to them. Didn't add any additional seasonings this time around, just took it out of the package, threw it on the grill. For our side dish for our main course, to go along with the meat, we made some Brussels sprouts in the iron skillet on top of that propane stovetop. And we put some bacon in there, salt, pepper, some more Kerrygold butter. If you can tell, it was super hot outside, so that butter was practically melted when I was pouring it into the pan. As you can see, these brats look like they're about done. Just rotated them periodically, checking on them every 5 to 10 minutes, depending on how hot the grill was getting. Okay, so we're trying to figure out some other ways to maybe get the fire going. So we brought out some vodka. This particular one is a whipped cream flavored vodka. Not the best idea, but hey, you gotta work with what you got. For our next meat that we're grilling today, we have some hamburgers. So I just had some 80-20 ground beef that I got from the grocery store. For seasonings, I used just my kosher salt. I have from Flavor God their Bacon Lovers seasoning. By the way, side note, this is an incredible seasoning. And then I also threw on something I got as a present. It's called Fresh Jacks is the brand. It's the Grill Master. This one's specifically for burgers, grilling any kind of vegetables. It's an incredible add-on just for some additional flavor. If you notice, I'm using this little guy here. This was a gift as well. I got it to basically help to, one, keep all my patties together without them getting all stuck to each other, but also this is a way that I can ball them up, flatten them, and try to get them as even as possible. Helps to, this way if I wanted to let them sit overnight, I can also leave it in this container, put it in the refrigerator, let them kind of sit and marinate inside their seasonings. And then makes it easy to take them off and throw them on the grill. So for those of you cooking hamburgers, it just depends on how hot you have the grill going. You don't want it to run too hot, but typically we're looking about 3 to 5 minutes on each side. You just want to get a nice, good, even cook throughout. You don't want it too raw in the middle and charred on the outside. So I made sure to give it, I think this one was about 4 minutes on each side. Sizzle, baby, sizzle. Well, guys, we're near the end here. The last thing we have is slicing up these steaks, which I'm, as always, thoroughly excited for. I've been resting for about 10 minutes or so, and this is how we do it. So, get the bone cut off first, because these are bone-in. Alright, so for the steaks, seasoning-wise, here's what we went with. On one of them was just salt, kosher salt, ground pepper, using one of those little grinder things. And then I did put some coffee, some ground coffee on top. For the second one, we used salt, which later on we learned didn't actually need to add it. But also from Flavor God, we used their Chop House steak rub, which is really, really good, by the way. I hadn't used it. This was my first time. The flavor is really great, nice smoky flavor, but really big chunks of salt rocks in there. So as you can see, steaks came out pretty great. Got between medium and medium rare cook, which is right in the sweet spot. Very excited for this plating. Very excited to eat all this food.
Oh, yeah.
If you like this video, go ahead and like, subscribe, and share this with some friends, family. If there's anything that you would like to see me do, grill-wise, let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts. You can send it in the comments here below, or if you go on Instagram, you can find me at LobbyBossin, and send me some ideas.